Good afternoon, my name is Dee McGhee. I'm one of the CMI lecturers and the course coordinator at Solihull College and University Centre. What I'd like to do now is just to talk you through our CMI programmes at level 3 and level 5 with some outlines of the content and how to make an application to join the course. I may not answer all the questions that you might have at this stage, in which case please do feel free to get in touch with me later, and there'll be some contact details that I'll share with you. I'm just going to open a short PowerPoint presentation just to take us through some of that information so that you can see it visually as well. Okay, so as I said, it's CMI is the Chartered Management Institute, and they are the awarding body for our management and leadership courses. So as an awarding body, they will be the ones that issue your qualification on completion of the course, but also with the course being accredited by CMI, you will automatically become a student member of the Chartered Management Institute. That gives you access to a whole wealth of materials that will help you during your study, and it's also the start of your journey to membership of a professional body. So the aim of both of our programs, so we have, as I said, a level 3 and a level 5 program. They're both aimed at sort of practicing or aspiring team leaders and managers. And the courses will help you to get the knowledge, the skills and the development that you need to become an effective leader of people. So we're aiming to really equip you with the knowledge, the skills and the behaviours to manage and lead in a whole variety of different organisational settings. So it doesn't matter what type of organisation you work for, leadership and management of people is going to be potentially key to your role. That's kind of the key areas that we're looking to meet. So in order to complete the course, we will you'll work through a range of different modules and learning content. So if we start at level 3, for example, the course comes in 2 different durations. We have the certificate course, which covers 2 modules in quite a bit of depth. So we're looking first at principles of leadership and some of the kind of management and leadership roles that might take place in an organisation, and what sort of practices you might need to display as you start your team leadership, supervisory or first line management role. We'll then look at managing a team and how to do that effectively. So how do we manage their performance? How do we motivate that team? How do we make sure they're equipped with the right skills to do their jobs? If you then choose to complete further modules, then you can achieve the level 3 diploma. So you would carry on with the module on building stakeholder relationships. So we're looking at a range of different individuals and organisations that have relationships with the organisations. We'll then look at some project management skills. We'll look then at managing results. So how do we set targets, objectives, key performance indicators, that type of thing. We'll then have an insight into finance and budgets and how those kind of will operate in different organisational settings. We'll then look at managing data. So as your role, as you move into a sort of leadership and management role, you'll have access to all sorts of commercial and personal data that you need to know how to protect and how to manage. And then finally, we'll look at sort of you continuing your journey of development, so personal and professional development plans and target setting. The level 3 course is currently delivered on a Tuesday evening between 6 and 9 p.m. But obviously delivery methods may be altered or will be altered whilst we are in the current pandemic situation. Level 5 diploma, in this instance you're studying at a higher level, but also for a longer period of time. So you need to, in this instance, be able to commit around 5 hours a week for your study. So on alternate Thursdays, that would be in the college setting, and lessons are generally, when they're classroom based, are delivered between 9:30 and 3 p.m. And then you would need the equivalent amount of time really for the weeks in between those sessions in order to do the work that goes with the course. So in this one, again, we're covering a series of modules, but in more depth. So underpinning everything again is the reflective practice. So really helping you to develop those behavioural aspects and some of the skills that you need for managing at a slightly more senior level. We'll look again at operational leadership and management and team leadership, as well as stakeholders, budgets and finance. We'll then also look into operational plans. So how do we set plans in organisations? How do we use various problem solving and decision making tools? We'll then look at change management and link that later to project management. So how do we drive big episodes of change in our organisation, and how do we do it successfully? So the course, both courses are designed for people who want to develop and sharpen that professional edge, as well as enhance their own personal effectiveness. So really it's giving you a professional qualification that should make you stand out from the crowd. So something to show that I'm committed to my development and that I actually have some management qualifications underpinning perhaps my existing experience or my future desire to move into that role. As I said, the level 3 course is aimed to give you quite a kind of broad brush of approach to looking at some of those principles of management and leadership, and look at a wide range of the kind of skills and knowledge that you'll need to really get you started on that sort of supervisory or management journey. The level 5 course will look at some similar topic areas, but covering them in far more depth and rigour, and looking at a greater range of management theory, leadership styles and management practices. In both instances, you need to have a GCSE or equivalent in English, and that's really to ensure that you're going to be comfortable to do the quite extensive written assignments, the research, the wider reading that you're going to need to do in order to complete those assessments successfully. In terms of your sort of aligned job role, level 3 is really aimed at those in or aspiring to a first level leadership position, and the level 5 qualification is aimed at those who perhaps already in a management position or progressing to a management position. On completion of the level 3 course, you could look to progress to the level 5, or you might choose to enter a more specialist field to continue your management and leadership journey. So that could be, for example, in HR, marketing, accountancy, all of which we provide professional courses for at Solihull College and University Centre. If you complete the level 5, that might be kind of the completion of your journey, in which case you may then choose to apply for full kind of chartered management membership with the CMI Institute, or you might decide that you want to carry on to study the foundation degree or the BA honours degree in business and management practice. And again, we deliver that at Solihull College in conjunction with Oxford Brookes University. I hope that's given you a good sort of overview of what's involved in both of our CMI courses. If you would like to make an application or you would like to receive the more detailed course booklet, then please do message me on management@solihull.ac.uk. Or if you've got any more specific questions or things that you want to talk to me about with regard to the courses, then please feel free to message me directly on Dee McGhee at solihull.ac.uk. I hope you've found that useful, and thank you for listening. I look forward to hearing from you shortly.